city and state in the chat. Let us know where you're chiming in from or country. If you're chiming in from a different country outside of the United States, let us know. I know Nigeria was on, Canada was on yesterday. So go ahead and put your city and state in the chat. Let's get rocking and a rolling. All right, everybody, we have 25 seconds left and we're about to get started. So listen, if you guys are just joining us today, we are super excited here to have you guys here. We have Columbia, South Carolina. We've got Newport News, Virginia, District Heights, Maryland, Greensboro, North Carolina, Seattle, Washington, Livingston, Alabama, Elkton, Maryland, Indianapolis, Indiana, Mobile, Alabama, Hampton, Virginia, Greenville, North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, DMV, Atlanta, Georgia. We've got Greensboro, North Carolina, Seattle, Washington. Let's get this party started. Fix myself, child. I'm a little bit too hot. Bloop, bloop. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. This is day 2 of the New Year, New You virtual conference. I am so thrilled. First of all, let me just shout out Nishika Melton. I'm rocking a t-shirt today as well. Let me stand on up so y'all can see it. It says, strategic, intentional, fearless. Strategic, intentional, fearless. Baby, we are being strategic, intentional, and fearless right here in 2024. I am so grateful. And Nishika should be in the chat. Nishika Melton, if you're in the chat, go ahead and let everybody know where they can get a copy of the t-shirt. Get a copy to get the merch. Also, you guys that saw my t-shirt yesterday, please accept my Anointed Note by Crystal Mance. A lot of people were asking me, where can they get that t-shirt as well? Crystal, if you are in the chat, go ahead and put your link so they can get that merch. And I just want to just tell y'all, listen, I'm trying to wear some t-shirts all week, but tomorrow I ain't got no shirt. So I was trying to support some small businesses, but that's okay. I got some shirts of my own, so I'll be rocking some shirts tomorrow. But if anybody wants to get me a shirt between now and the end of this week, I would love to be able to support you. I did a nice video on my Instagram. I'm going to post it in the Facebook group as well. But guys, y'all make sure that y'all support these amazing sisters. So listen, this is day 2. Do me a favor in the chat. I want to know from day 1, if you guys were here on day 1, I want you to go ahead and put number 1 in, or just put day 1. I don't want you to put the number 1. I want you to put day 1. What's going on? Arizona, Rochester, New York. Where else are you guys? Chesterfield, Virginia. Deshonda, what's up, gal? Where else are you guys at? Where are you guys at? Day 1's in the house. Where's my day 1's? I'm going to ask you that every single day because I want to see how many of you guys are going to go live with us every freaking day, okay? Jessica, Nikisha, Jerry, Myava, Taylor, Jackie. Hold on, let me see now. I'm trying to get through these names. Deshonda, look, it's going fast. Dr. Rhonda, Tavonda, April, Karen, Tish, It's lit. The chat is crazy. The chat is crazy. Brooklyn in the house. Okay. So listen, y'all. So we have a lot of people that are watching us. If you are watching on any social media platform, Crystal, Nishika, any social media platform, that means Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. If you are watching and you want to enter to win some of these amazing giveaways that we're going to be giving, let me just break down some of the giveaways. Y'all ready? So we're going to be, and by the way, there is no purchase required in order to enter to win. The first thing that you have to do is you got to register. Okay. So you got to register, and then you have to join us live here in the private chat software. Okay. So you got to register. The second thing is you're going to have to click on this link right here that I'm about to put in the chat for y'all. You got to put this link and you got to submit your information. And then you're going to see how you guys can get points. I'm about to share the screen so y'all can see the points are pointing. The points are pointing. And so today, right now, we've got people with as much as 851 points. Okay. 851 points. We have down to 50 points. And so you have to have at least 50 points in order to qualify today. Tomorrow it's going up. Okay. And for every single 100 point, your name is going to be added in to the giveaway list. Okay. Also, for those of you guys who recorded your video yesterday by the due time. Okay. So there was a specific time that you had to record your video. You guys get an additional 5 names, get your name on the list 5 additional times, regardless if you have points or not. So I want to shout out to everybody who did. We're going to be doing another giveaway today. We're going to be selecting 2 names. So today it means that where your points are, you guys will be added in multiple times. And for those who did a video, you're going to get 5 times automatically. Amen. So let me give you an example. Let me share my screen real quick so y'all can see what's pop locking and dropping out here in these good social media streets. And y'all, let's put a little prayer on technology today, that it don't be doing what it was doing yesterday, because that was in the way. Okay. Now, if you are watching on social media and you get disconnected, I promise you the best way to stay connected is you need to be here in the conference. Okay. So this, yes, it's a virtual conference. And I know some of y'all say, I'm not going to do all of that. I mean, I'm already watching it online. But I promise to tell you guys, today we're going to do some breakout networking and stuff. And you're going to be feeling like you missing out. I'm just telling you. And for the workshops on Saturday, those will not be streamed onto social media. So you need to register and you want to enter to win. Oh, some of the things we're giving away. We're giving away cash money. We have cash money that we're giving away. I think one is, hold on, let me see what the numbers are. I feel like one is, there it is. Well, okay, we've got flat screen TV, 50-inch flat screen TV, HD tablet, ear pods, Bahamas cruise voucher, HD laptop, the HD microphone. Y'all love this light up mic. I'm giving one away. We've got Amazon gift cards, $100 Cash App, $200 Cash App, a bonus special surprise basket worth over $10,000. Matter of fact, I don't even want to play that. Let me play this. Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
What? Hey, dollar. Baby, we got the gifts. Okay, so listen. Everybody that actually joins us live, you automatically qualify for a gift. So just know that we reward you for showing up, which is crazy. Why we got to do that in this day and age? But we do it, okay? But the second thing, guys, and it's also a mindset thing, because you have to understand, a lot of us, we want to have success. We want our lives to change. We want to have a new year, new me, all this. We want to have better relationships, more money, more business, more career, all that type of stuff. But the reason why many people fail to actually hit those goals is because they simply do not show up. We think that if I get another degree, it's going to help me. If I get another course, it's going to help me. If I get another whatever, a new car, it's going to help me. If I get this, get that, it's going to help me. But the truth is, 9 times out of 10, if you just showed up and showed up consistently, baby, you would get the results that you deserve. Because every single one of us deserves to live a life of abundance. Every single one of us deserves to live a life of love. Every single one of us deserves to live a life of all type of prosperity in our health and wellness. But the question is, are we actually showing up to get what is already ours? So you got to show up. Okay, let me show y'all the screen real quick. All right. And then we about to get into our first speaker of the day. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to do 2 speakers. And then I am going to then do our first giveaway. Okay. So y'all got the link there in the chat. Y'all go ahead, fill it out, get your points up. You got to get up to 50 points. So let me share my screen real quick so y'all can see where the points are, where the points reside. As y'all can see, I got 1 point. But I'm a speaker, so I don't qualify. But I got 1 point. But look at this. We have Taisha at 851 points. That means she's going to be listed 8 times on the list. Dominique, 7 times. Jerry, 7 times. Sedaria, 7 times. And by the way, your name can be selected every day. Some of y'all may walk away with 5 thanks. It is what it is. All right. And we will also do we'll draw some names on Saturday as well, but you got to show up. So every single one of you guys that have points, once you have 100, that gets you in there an additional time, okay? Over 100. So like, for example, Dr. Deirdre, are you a doctor? Are you a doctor? Girl, I'm giving you a doctor. I think you are. But she'll be in there twice, okay? So you got to go over 199 times to get listed more than once, okay? So get your points up. And this is how you get your points, by following these things. The code. Let me give y'all the code real quick, okay? I'm going to give y'all the code because I know y'all want to know what the code is. So there is a way that you can actually get some additional points by putting in this special code. And it's going to be, what is the code, child? Where is it ask for the code? One of them that asks for a code. Let me give y'all the code. Y'all ready? Somebody type this in the chat for me. The code is going to be, hold on, I'm about to give it to y'all. Give me a second, y'all. Let me get y'all the code real quick. The bonus entry code. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Oop, that ain't it. That didn't do it. Let me copy. And then we're going to paste. There we go. That is the code. So one of them is asking for, when you enter the bonus entry code, it's going to give you 50 points. So go ahead and put that. Let me get one of my little ginger things. I did not take my allergy medicine today. So listen, go ahead and type in the chat and let me know, guys. You focused? Taylor said, I'm focused. Lisa Stringer Bailey says, I'm showing up. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Nina, hey Nina. Okay, this is the dealio. I want y'all also to type in the chat, John 10:10. I want y'all to type in the chat, for those who were here yesterday, what is one takeaway that you got from yesterday? What is one takeaway that you got from yesterday? And while you guys are typing that, let's go ahead and get into our very first speaker. Dr. Stevie Mills, also known as Stevie Aisha Mills, or simply Stevie with 2 eyes, is a remarkable individual who radiates respect, grace, and a warm smile. She wears multiple hats, combining her love for God, business, and people into a unique blend of expertise, compassion, and unwavering work ethic. Stevie, recognizable by her charming Southern drawl, holds a deep affection for her parents, Fred Mills and Karen Mills. She is renowned as the visibility coach, specializing in empowering women of faith to increase their presence in the marketplace. She was a proud graduate of North Carolina A&T State University with degrees in public relations and human resources. Stevie's real-life experiences have transformed her into a social media influencer and earned her the title, the Chief It Factor Cultivator. Her infectious enthusiasm for life and business, coupled with a declaration, "I love my life," make her a sought-after speaker and consultant. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, I am Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills. Super excited to be here with you. Oh my gosh. Can I tell you how we are going to transition your skill set? Yes! get excited because I know what it means to be in corporate and not fully utilizing your gift, skills, talents, and abilities to make sure you're making income online. So that is why I'm going to talk to you today. And I love the fact that you are building a strategic success skill set on your job. But now it's time to make you some more money, honey. Money, money, money. Hey. Money. So let's click to cash, y'all. And this is my book. Shouts out to the awesome and dynamic Taria Vision Avant, because she helped to birth this one. Not only this one, this is volume 1, but also volume 2 and volume 3. So shouts out to her. And thank you, Taria, for all that you do. I'm super excited to be here on this platform for New Year, New You. I am a repeat offender. I've been to this platform before. And today we're going to talk to the career-minded people, those of you who are parallelpreneurs like myself. I work in a career and I also have my own business. So we are parallelpreneurs pushing past that 9 to 5 to take it to the next level so that we can make all our coins. Taria always talks about coins and contacts, and we're making all the coins and all the contacts, okay? So I promise you 7 proven strategies of how you can take that skill set that you know from your job to the next level, and we can make some sustainable income for you. Because one of the things that I've done in my life is to obtain an HR degree, and one of the things that I love to do is to help people utilize what I call your it factor, that gift, skills, talents, and ability that you have naturally and innately, pair it with the things that you've done on your job, and take it to the next level online so that we can make some sustainable income all the way around the clock, so that even if your job is like, okay, bye, see you later, or even if you donate your job back to the economy, then guess what? You will still be able to sustain your income. Why am I so passionate about this? Well, let me tell you. Back in 2009, I was on a job that I could not stand. I don't know if you've ever been there before, but if you have, then you understand what I'm talking about. That job was so stressful for me that at the age of 30 years old, I went from a size 14 to a size 0. I had 3 colonoscopies within 30 days, 2 within 24 hours, and I also developed shingles. So, not only did that prepare me to become an entrepreneur, because I thought I was allergic to jobs, child, but it also took me to the next level to really understand that if you know what your gift, skills, talents, and abilities are, then you can take it to wherever you desire it to be. Now, I'm able to show people how to utilize that skill set to turn into sustainable income, but also I was able to leverage my online experience and put that into the perfect job for me. So now I am working for a nonprofit that I love. I'm able to be the literacy coordinator for my nonprofit in 2 cities in North Carolina, and also truly, truly, truly love the fact that I love my coworkers. I love my career. I'm super excited about what I do, and that's just a blessing of the Lord. So let's get into this content, baby. We're going to talk quickly about 7 strategies. So I hope you are taking notes. The first one, and as we go through this, let's remember that on that job, not only are you going to the next level and gaining skills, but you also are taking it to places that you've never been before. Meaning that I know that most jobs offer you some type of personal development, professional development. I know that you can truly get equipped a lot of times with tuition reimbursement. So let's get all we can on our jobs. Okay, they're gonna pay for it. Let's get it all so that we can sustain this and take it with us wherever we go. Because the one thing that they can never take away from you is your knowledge. Yes, yes. So let's get into this. Ebooks. Ebooks. I love ebooks. Oh my gosh. I love ebooks. Ebooks are amazing, incredible resources. Think about that knowledge you have. Think about that last project you worked on. Think about the sustainable skills. And yes, I'm going to keep saying sustainable because I want y'all to think sustainability long term. But yes, think about that. You could package it into an ebook and you can put it there so that you can sell it online all throughout the days and nights. Even when you are sleeping, even when you are working, your ebook could be sold. So package that information that you have and create an ebook. Second thing, memberships. Think about how many people, like if you're an engineer or if you are a teacher or if you are a receptionist, whatever it is, people are like you, right? There are different people who are going through the things that you're going through on your job. So they might want a place to meet online. You can charge them for that. You can charge them to become members of your community. You can charge them to be on the same page as you. You guys could share tips and strategies and techniques and all kinds of amazing things to take you to the next level, honey. Digital classes. Now, we talked about the ebooks, we talked about the memberships, we talked about the digital classes now, but the digital class, which I love, you can package your information in a video like this or even an audio product so that you can truly be on the forefront of expertise. You can become the voice of your industry, and also you can take it past your job. Now, make sure there's no conflict of interest, okay? I'm not trying to get nobody fired. But what you can do is to go to the trade association and provide them with your digital class that you have equipped on your industry. So, for example, if I were to do an industry class, what I would do for my digital class would be something like how to attract adults to your adult education program, because I have to recruit adults to my adult education program at work, and that information that's in my head can take to the next level, and I could get paid outside of my job. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Come on, we got more work to do. We got more work to do. Okay. Virtual events. Take it to the next level. Oh my gosh, virtual events. Virtual events are incredible. Like, I know that we all love to get in the room with people, but there are people who are outside of your country, outside your city or your state who need your information. So instead of having a physical event, you can have a virtual event. And you also can have a physical event with a virtual event component so that you don't miss any coins or any contacts, okay? You can make sure that you are putting your information inside of a workshop, inside of a masterclass, inside of a challenge, whatever it is that you desire to do, and you can create an event in a space. And guess what? I love these strategies, not only because I've proven them, I've made income from each and every one that I'm giving you, but also because they're intertwined. The same information that we're giving you to go ahead and put into practice can be done into all of these different ways and strategies. Get excited. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to drive the car. Coaching, whether it be one-on-one or group coaching, you can take that information and package it into a coaching package so that you can stay on par with what it is that you're teaching. You can take that information, put inside of something where you have a modal, you have curriculum, you have some sort of framework that you're working on, and you package people. So maybe you have a process for the way in which you do your job. Maybe you've learned something strategic on your job that you want to package and help other people inside of your industry to do, so you can charge them for coaching. Okay, y'all getting the money. Hey, this gonna be a money year. Go ahead, go ahead. Hey, I had to stop and dance. Anybody who knows me knows I love to dance, okay? So let's recap because we're almost through. I said ebooks, memberships, digital classes, virtual events, coaching, affiliate sales. I love affiliate sales. So you can go online and you can find people who have products and services that you utilize, right? Listen, if it's something that your core audience that you're building will be able to use, then go ahead and get some profit from it just by sharing it. Sometimes you may not want to create something. You might just want to sell something. So you put it in front of the audience that you are building, the one you have, and then share your affiliate link and you get a commission. So there are times where you're like, okay, I just want to rest. But guess what? While you share the affiliate link, then you're able to take it to the next level and truly position yourself for the greatness of increasing your income. Yes, increasing your income. Virtual speaking engagements. Do you know you can get paid to speak virtually? Yes, you can. You could get paid to speak virtually. When you are in a space and place and you are the expert in your field and you know something that other people do not know, or you have a new twist or new turn, people want to know that. And you, from your comfort of your home, may be able to go ahead and have a virtual speaking engagement where some industry person or membership association pays you to come on in and to also teach their people. Let me tell you something. Even if you do that free, guess what? You could get positioned in front of a core audience to build your audience. And guess what Tari always tells us? Coins and contacts. So you're building your coins and contacts. You might be building it instead of somebody saying, okay, I have XYZ amount of money to pay you. What may happen is that they position you in front of the audience, shared audience that you share with the membership association or whoever is bringing you in, and you make sure that you get your coins and contacts. That could end up being so many different ways in which your bank account is taken to the next level, like sustainable income for real. Because if you're able to not only get in front of that audience, guess what? They become your contacts in your contact list. And you are able to say, I have XYZ thing. Again, let's go back to the book. Y'all see that? XYZ thing, whether it be an ebook, whether it be your membership, whether it be your digital class, whether it be your virtual events, whether it be your coaching, whether it be your affiliate sales, you can take that audience from the virtual speaking engagement and place your product or service in front of them. They will become long-term customers. Why am I so passionate about this? Why am I so passionate about teaching you all how to do what I love to do, which is click to cash? It's because I don't want you to ever feel like you're in a position where you cannot make a concrete decision and choice for yourself. I want you at any time to be able to create a blend of these things that I've gone over today, or even take one and run with it. One and run with it. And that is totally up to you. But at the end of the day, we have built so much experience and expertise on these positions that belongs to us. Yes, we are thankful for our jobs, we're thankful for our careers, but outside of that time, you want to be able to still sustain your income because we don't know what's going to happen. Prayerfully, if you love your job, you'll be there a long, long time, but we don't know what's going to happen from day to day. But when we are setting ourselves up for success, then we're able to take it to the next level, and we're really able to say, this is what we desire to do. We are able to catapult our careers to different spaces, and we're able to become industry icons and experts. Because if you've been on your job for any amount of time and you do your job well, which I know you do, then you're able to take that skill set and position it inside of your own business. You're able to increase your income online, and I love increasing my income online because my clients who may be ideal for my business may not be people I walk into every day. Honestly, to tell you the truth, most of my clients that I've ever had, I've never met in person. And so being able to leverage the internet and being able to leverage online monetization has changed my life. And even on the times when my money has been funny and my change has been strange, I've been able to still take it to the next level and change the lives of not only myself as the provider, but my customers and clients as they receive these benefits. So one thing I want y'all to know is that here are the steps. One is to make a list of your gifts, skills, talents, and abilities. Write down everything. Write down your experience too, because I'm going to tell you that visibility plus credibility equals cash. The more visible you are, the more credible you become, and the more cash you make. So as we are building our corporate careers and we're blazing up that corporate ladder, right? In the career ladder, here's what I want you to do. I want to make sure that you are raising your hand to those opportunities that are outside of the normal day-to-day work you do. Why? Because that's going to network you into different rooms. Also, that's going to give you the opportunity to get in a space and place where you are learning beneficial skills. And skills pay the bills. Transferable skills pay the bills. So when you're able to take one part of what it is that you know, it will allow you to make your bank account grow. Oh. So that's the first thing. We want to make sure that you're also taking inventory of those things that you've done, like the classes, the special projects. Make sure you're adding that because, yes, we want to have a resume. We need a resume for our corporate careers, but we also want to have a resume so that at any time, somebody may be looking for someone who has your skill set and they may not know that you have it, but you have all the stuff that you've done to prove it. So if you have those contacts that we've been talking about all day today while we've been together, you're able to take it to the next level, and you are also able to transition those contacts into referrals. Those people know people you don't. So if you're showing up and getting that visibility on the art of being seen, you pair that with the credibility, the know, like, and trust factor, you'll get to the cash, not only in your business, but also in your career, because we are building these things simultaneously. We are parallelpreneurs. That's why I call us parallel. So we are building our careers as well as building the entrepreneurial endeavors we have. We're getting to the bag. Also, guess what? I believe that when you have a career and you have a business, you'll never be broke, baby. You'll have all you need. And if one of those things, you want to take a break from either one of those things, you'll still be making money. You'll still be making money. So I'm super excited. I'm going to recap this one more time because I want y'all to know this is going to be the next level. Like, it's going to be crazy, amazing. Like, this workshop, y'all better come to a workshop, okay? So, ebooks, memberships, digital classes, virtual events, coaching, affiliate sales, and virtual speaking engagements. That is what we're going to be focused on in the workshops. I'm super excited about digging deeper with you with this. Gonna be so incredible. Again, my name is Dr. Stevie Mills. Super excited. This has been my pleasure. Thank you again, Saria. Yay, yay, yay. I'm going to tell you what, y'all stay connected. It's going to be amazing, this whole experience. We're going to kick off this year in a magical way. Okay, so I am found at workwithstevie.com. Workwithstevie.com. If you need to know how to spell my first name, just remember that the I's in my name stand for increasing income. So Stevii, and you can go to workwithstevie.com. Make it a great day. Do not have a great day. Make it a great day. Why? Because you, and yes, you too have the power to do so. And we're going to get this money. We're going to get this money. Hey, get this money. Bye, y'all. Hugs and love.
Sharon Baker Boykin is a seasoned attorney with over 39 years of experience in Georgia and has worn many hats in her career. She's been a private practice, served as a part-time magistrate court judge, worked as a prosecutor, managed 2 state departments, and held the role of probate court administrator. During the pandemic, she contributed her expertise to local county government, overseeing vital programs. Sharon's diverse career journey fuels her passion for educating and coaching others, empowering them to reach their legal aspirations. As a legal life coach, she shares her wealth of knowledge to help individuals achieve their goals and growth. Ladies and gentlemen, Sharon Baker Boykin.
Hello and welcome to Help Me Get My Stuff in Order. My name is Sharon Baker Boykin. I'm an attorney and a legal life coach. I work with business professionals to help them get their stuff in order, to protect their children, their loved ones, religious and charitable organizations with a legal estate plan that talks about and establishes who gets all of the stuff that they have acquired during their lifetime. I want to share with you some interesting statistics, or at least I found them very interesting. 67% of white people, 67% of English-speaking Asian people, 77% of Black people, and 82% of Hispanics die without a will or an estate plan. So no matter what group you're in, the majority die without a plan in place. I want you to not fall into that category. I want you to take action and to develop a legal estate plan that protects your loved ones, because we can't take any of the things we've acquired during our lifetime with us when we make that transition. Now, I've been an attorney for going on 40 years here in the state of Georgia. But back in June of 2018, the Friday before Father's Day, my dad passed away. And it still hurts to this day. But that was in June of 2018. After he passed away, our family had death in our family in July, August, September, October, November, December, and January to January 2019. Every month we had a family member who passed away. They were all over the country. Some had their stuff in order, some did not. In May of 2019, I became the first probate court administrator in DeKalb County, Georgia, where I now was looking at this situation. People getting their stuff in order or didn't have their stuff in order from a court perspective. What's on the books in the state of Georgia, how it impacts what happens to your stuff when you die. And I had started writing books because I've done a lot of different things in my legal career. My sister, Karen Baker, she encouraged me to write a book about estate planning. But her one thing to me was, Sharon, when you write this book, do not use any of the fancy legal words that you lawyers love to use that we don't know what you all are talking about. So she said, make it very simple. So that's why the book that I wrote is called Help Me Get My Stuff in Order. It's a workbook for you to look at your stuff, determine who do you want to leave it to, and now you're ready to put that plan in place because you've gone through that inventory of all the stuff that you have and who's going to get it when you pass away. But it's still kind of amazing that you have, no matter what category of people who will hear this talk or who will be in this presentation, the majority died without having a will or a plan in place. So I want to talk to you about a couple of things. One, what happens in the state of Georgia when you die without having a will or an estate plan in place? Here's where the fights are going to start, because people assume they know and they really don't know. But your heirs are going to get your stuff. Who are your heirs? Do you have a legal spouse, a legally married spouse? You know, we've just gone through COVID since 2019. We probably will still have some touches of COVID and the aftermath of COVID, but people, prior to that, people were living together, not married. And now when people started dying and they knew that if I'm going to be entitled to get some of this stuff, I got to be legally married to this other person. So if you only have a legal spouse, that spouse gets everything you have. If you have a spouse and children, now your state is going to decide who gets what. In Georgia, you have one spouse and one child, each one gets 50%. You have one spouse and two children, each one gets a third. One spouse and more than two children, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, the spouse gets no less than 1/3, and those children will share the 2/3 in different percentages based on how many there are. But if there's no spouse and no children, your parents would get everything. If there's no spouse, no children, no parents, your sisters and brothers. And each state has this hierarchy of who these heirs are in relation to who gets what. But it gets real ugly because sometimes people have had children from different relationships, different marriages. They don't all get along. They don't all like each other. They don't all speak to each other. And I have seen some of the ugliest fights over the stuff because it wasn't in writing. The person didn't put it in writing, and it becomes a problem. I was thinking, why do people in every category, more than 50% of that category died without a will? There are some myths that sometimes people buy into that prevent them from taking some affirmative action to get their estate in order. One of those myths, well, if I do a will, I'm telling God I'm ready to die. We all have a date that we're born. We all have a date that we're going to transition, and we are living in that dash in the middle. We just don't know when that end date is going to be. It could be today, tomorrow, next week, or 50 years from now. We just don't know when. So it doesn't matter if you have a will or not, that date is going to happen. Number two, the myth that they believe in and keep them from taking action is, well, I'm not wealthy. I don't have anything that people will want. I don't have to do a will. Think about these individuals: Sonny Bono, Abraham Lincoln, Prince, Tupac Shakur, Marvin Gaye, Chadwick Boseman, Howard Hughes, and I can name many, many, many more. But those individuals died without a will or an estate plan in place. Yes, they had stuff, but we all have stuff too. We have cars, clothes, jewelry, shoes. We got bank accounts. We may have a business. We have a house. We have stuff that somebody would want. But if you don't determine who gets it, and there are multiple people who are considered your heirs, it's going to be sometimes an ugly fight over your stuff. So, and then, it's going to cost. This last myth that people kind of buy into, well, it's going to cost too much money to do a will and to meet with an attorney and get my stuff in order. Sometimes you can get your stuff done for free. It doesn't cost you anything. Or you can do things yourself. But you need to know that if you don't do a will or have an estate plan, it's going to cost more money. How did those names that I mentioned a few minutes ago, how did I know about those individuals? They died without a will. Because when you die without a will, the court has to publish in your legal organ, your newspaper, wherever those legal notices are posted. And in Georgia, for 4 consecutive weeks, we have to alert the world that you died without a will. And if you have a claim against this person's estate, if you are considered one of the heirs and entitled to a slice of the pie, here's the place to file your notice, your answer, your request that you are one of the heirs or you're a creditor, you're entitled to get a portion of that estate. And now we know, because we had to make it public to let the world know that you died without a will. So, if you are a private person, we're going to find out about your business. And as I said, all of those notices and the fights back and forth, the legal fees, the notices, that's extra money that has to be paid out because you did not do a will. Now, I did mention in that list of professional people that we may have heard about, Chadwick Boseman. This is the guy that played Black Panther. He had been diagnosed with cancer, and 4 years before he passed away, he had a girlfriend, and he married her kind of close to his death. He didn't have any children. But now mom and dad started, they filed some paperwork saying that marriage was not valid because he didn't know what he was doing. Remember, there's no spouse, and no children, mom and dad get the pot of gold. So they fought in court back and forth, spent a lot of money in legal fees. They eventually kind of came to a settlement, and they settled, each one got 50% of his estate, but they went back and forth in court for a while and spent a lot of money in legal fees because Chadwick did not put his affairs, his legal will, his estate plan in writing before he passed away. So I want you to take action. So number 2 is do your own estate plan. Get help. Let's get an estate plan done. You could do your own will if you know what you're doing. You could Google, print it out, but know what you are doing if you do it yourself. You have to name an executor. This is the person that's going to follow the instructions in your will. You've determined who gets what, and it's their job to follow those instructions, to give who you want to get your stuff and to handle it in the right way. So you're going to name that administrator, and then you have to get your will signed. You sign it, and in Georgia, you need 2 disinterested people who are going to sign as witnesses that saw you sign it, you knew what you were doing, and they signed as witnesses to your will. And disinterested means you can't leave, let's say, the car to your son, and your son is one of your witnesses. He's interested. He is not disinterested. So just be mindful that each state has a process of getting that will done. But then there are some other things that you can do to protect your estate. Let's say you have a house. Husband and wife have a house. Their names are on the title to the house. They have a mortgage on the house, insurance, but husband and wife don't have a will. In Georgia, this scenario, if one person dies, who now owns the house? 2 options in Georgia on what happens with that house and who owns it now. If just husband and wife name is on the house, husband dies without a will, the wife still owns her 50% of the house, but she is now one of his heirs. Remember that list that I showed you earlier? Where he died without a will and who those heirs are. So the court is going to be splitting up his 50% among his heirs. The wife and all those children are going to split his 50% of the house. So when it is through, you may have multiple people who are now the owners of the house, just owning different percentages of the house. Wow. The other option is, does the title to the house state that husband and wife own the house with rights of survivorship? Most people say, I don't even know what's in the title to my house. I haven't read it. I don't know what the paperwork is. We need to go get a copy. So does it state rights of survivorship? And that means if one dies, the survivor gets the whole 100% of the house. And sometimes people just don't know. But again, you can find out, and later on I will share some information how we can talk and we can look at all of your situation so that you can determine what you want to do with your stuff. But let's say you have a bank account. You can add a joint owner now, but they have access to the money in that account now. Or you can do a form that's called pay on death. And it's like a life insurance. You're naming the beneficiary of your bank account with this form that you sign at your bank, and you're leaving that account to someone. And when you die, they bring the death certificate and their ID that they are that person. The bank gives them that account immediately, whether you have a will or not. So there are some other things that you could do to protect your stuff, and I do want you to take action to get it done. Or you could have a trust. Now, if you go that route, I sincerely hope that you will not try to do this on your own, because there are 2 different types of trust, and you're going to need someone not only to establish the trust, but now you have to fund the trust. Everything that you now own has to be taken out of your name and put into the name of the trust. But you can be the trustee and manage the trust, but when you die, a successor trustee now manages that trust. and it can be around forever because your great, 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 great grandchildren can benefit from that trust that you established today. So there are some things you can do. Do something or do nothing. Please do something. And I want to leave you with a free gift from me. If you go to www.helpmegetmystuffinorder.com, you're going to get a free ebook, and that's a way to get in contact with me because you and I can talk privately about your situation, and we can help you. I can help you in that consultation. What do you want to do with your stuff? If you're located in a different state and you need legal help, I can help you with some referrals. I'm a member of several bar associations, and I can get referrals in any state of some people that you can get in contact with to help you finalize what you want to do with your stuff. Just do something. I want your head, your heart, and your hands to be all on the same page. Leave a legacy for those that you care about, your family, your friends, charitable, religious organizations. Do something with your stuff because you can't take it with you. So again, go to www.helpmegetmystuffinorder.com. Get the free gift that I have there for you, as well as contact me so we can schedule a time to sit down and talk, either virtually, and if we do it virtually, I'll record it so you'll get a copy of the recording. But I want you to take action. I don't want you to fall into that group of people who do nothing. You're already sad that the person is transitioned and left. You don't want to add to that with the fights over the stuff that the person had. So again, go to www.helpmegetmystuffinorder.com, and I look forward to talking with you in the future to help you get your stuff in order. But don't waste time because we don't know when that date is going to come. Thank you.
Listen, so I just want to know, what did you guys get from these two talks? Dr. Stevie, Aisha Mills. Two I's stand for increased income. Hello. And then also with Sharon Baker Boykin, I realized that we had the domain messed up. So it's easy to remember though. Helpmegetmystuffinorder.com. Isn't it a really good domain, right? But what did you guys learn? I want y'all to type in the chat. Let me know one takeaway. Child, Lord is coughing. One takeaway that you guys received from either Sharon Baker Boykin or Dr. Stevie. Or if you got a takeaway from each one of them, go ahead and type that in the chat. Listen, y'all, that was powerful. And I remember when Sharon first joined us in Book Profits Club, she is now one of our BPC Inner Circle members. And so shout out to her. I remember when she joined and we were having this conversation about Chadwick Boseman and just the situation that happened with him and how it was such a space where we were not even ready, but also he was not prepared. And while we look at these celebrities and we all automatically think that all the celebrities probably got their stuff in order, it's crazy to find out who really doesn't and how we could be able to set our families up. And we might even be thinking to ourselves that, I know my camera did not just freeze again. We might be thinking to ourselves that we don't have anything to leave, right? We might be thinking to ourselves, well, I don't have a whole lot, but we have something. And the question is, if we plan to have something, we've got to prepare as though it is already happening. So let me look at what you guys are putting in the chat. You guys are putting some stuff in the chat. Tish says we need a trust and a will to eliminate the family fights. Listen, even if it's just to have a will to let everybody know who gonna get your clothes, who gonna get your shoes. Because I know, like, if y'all know like I know, especially in many of our families, when that happens and now it's time to decide who gonna get what, it be a whole problem. I swear the biggest arguments happen unfortunately in these types of situations. So don't put your family through that type of stress. Jaquita says, I learned that I don't have my stuff in order. Listen, that we need to go, all of us need to go to help me get my stuff in order today. Having a will is very important. And give me some stuff of what you guys learned from Dr. Stevie as well. Dr. Stevie, Jessica says, she says, ways to earn income and do business online and not just survive, but thrive. Absolutely. Karen says, with Dr. Stevie, capitalize on your experience and knowledge and skills. Absolutely. So listen, you guys are getting it. I love it. So that's what I'm talking about, y'all. This is really, really good and valuable information. So listen, we're about to get ready to do our first giveaway. Okay, we're going to do our first giveaway. Let me see if I can tweak this real quick. Hold on one second. This is crazy. So what happened, y'all? Let me tell you what keep happening on my camera. Hold on. Let me see. So for anybody that has any kind of a Mac device, Mac came up with this great upgrade where if you put your hands certain ways on the camera, it does all of this. It adds these emojis that come up on the screen. And I thought I turned it off, but apparently I did not. So anyways, it just keeps popping up. So that's why we have a backup camera, webcam, just in case, right? So anyways, yes, amen. We definitely need to do better, Tavonda. So now what I'm going to do is pull up the list of names, y'all. Let me tell y'all, we got a lot of names, okay? Shout out to Tiffany Teachy, Heather Robinson, Safita Beswick, Sidaria Brown, LaJoyce Lewis, Taisha Cherie, and Crystal Mance. Guys, thank you so much for your videos. Thank you for sharing what you learned in day one. It did not take a lot for you to do, and I appreciate you guys for doing that. I really do. I don't know if y'all understand, but sometimes, because you know how many people are registered for this conference that ain't show up? And so they don't know what they don't know, right? So when we leave those testimonials, even if you just go post in the group a text, it helps us, okay? So today you're going to get another opportunity to go ahead and post your testimonial, what you learned from day two. For those of you guys who are watching on social media, we're now about to do our drawing and give away to those who are registered and who are watching over here in the conference. So y'all, real quick, just so we can show everybody what it's looking like over here in the conference for those who are watching and still don't want to register. Let's go ahead and show them what it's looking like. Hold on, let me pull up the screen so they can see how crazy who are watching the chat is right now. So y'all go ahead in the chat. Let me pull up the screen. Go ahead and type in the chat the number 1 so they can see how lit the chat is right now. Go ahead and put the number 1 in the chat so they can see how lit the chat is right now. Go ahead and put number 1 so they can really see how crazy it is. The chat is popping, right? So you guys gonna type 1 in the chat. Look at that, y'all. We got so many people that are joined in from all over the country, okay? All over the country. And so if you're watching on social media and you want to be a part, that's a weird pause right there I have on my face, right? But if you want to be a part of this conversation, y'all, look at this. The chat is crazy. The chat is Poppington, okay? You need to join us in the chat. But now what we're about to do is we're going to go ahead and put in the wheel of names. We're going to select one name. We're going to select one name. Let me show you the list. The list is crazy, y'all. So everybody, if you had 200 points, you got added 2 times. If you had 100 or under, you got 1 time. If you had 3, you got 300, you got 3, 4, 5, and so on. So you see all these names. So what we did, these are for the people who got the points. And then for those of you guys who actually left a video, as promised, your name was listed 5 different times. So we're going to go ahead and put this in here on the thing so everybody can see. Let me make this a full screen. I'm going to shuffle it up. And the way that you know, either it'll be your first and last name or it'll be your name and email that you registered with. So let's go ahead and choose our first winner of the day. We're going to have another winner as well, so don't you worry. And if you haven't gotten your points up, go get your points up. Let's get it. Tavonda! love. So congratulations. She is our first winner of the day, of today. So we are going to be able to select another name. Remember, guys, you can win every single day that you show up live. So is Tavonda in the chat, y'all? She got 5 minutes to respond. 5 minutes to respond. Tavonda, are you? I think I've seen her in the chat, so I'm pretty sure she's here. But Tavonda, you've got 5 minutes to respond and let us know that you are here. 5. I figured out how to get my camera back on there. Tavonda, are you here? There's so many congratulations, y'all. Is Tavonda here? Somebody let us know. Is Tavonda in the chat? Ooh, I hope she here, child. We gonna give her a couple. Tavonda, Lord, I would hate for Tavonda to miss out because I know I seen her yesterday for sure. Okay, well, we are going to hope she got about 4 more minutes to actually to reply and let us know if she is here or not. Remember, you actually have to be here and you must be here live when your name is selected or you forfeit. But guess what? You can still get another chance on the next day. All right. So it doesn't look like she is here. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. She might just, I don't know. So we got 3 more minutes or so. What is it? 4 minutes after? We got about 4 more minutes. So while we are waiting to see if Tavonda is here, I got 3 commercials for y'all. We're going to be having more commercials added in as well. We got about 4 or 5 more commercials. We're going to be adding them in tomorrow. But let me go ahead and play the commercials that we have, and we shall be right back. Tavonda is here. Congratulations, Tavonda. You are a winner, and you are here live. Showing up is half the battle. Immerse yourself in an ocean of knowledge and inspiration at the Women's Entrepreneurship and Leadership Conference happening in Toronto, Canada, May 3rd through the 5th, 2024. This is your chance to shine. We're actually looking for 10 dynamic speakers to join our esteemed panel, The Benefits Beyond Measure. From networking with industry leaders to gaining international exposure, it's a platform like no other. Plus, a special perk from the Book Profits Club to help you fund your trip. Make your mark, share your wisdom, and inspire hundreds. To apply today, go to bookprofitsclub.com/WEL conference to learn more. Your voice matters. Let it be heard.
What if the world could see your literary prowess in all its glory? Welcome to an arena for your written magic. A stage where you're not just an author, but a celebrity. Welcome to the Book Profits Club's Author Spotlight series, where authors are not just writers, but celebrities, influencers, and leaders. In February, our first event is hosted at the breathtaking Modex Studio, an architectural marvel. It's a cathedral for creativity, featuring a cinematic video screen and a creative expanse upstairs. Upstairs, the mezzanine level allows creators to turn their ideas into reality. Here's how it works. Each author gets a panel spot. It's unique. They get a power talk opportunity. It's your moment to introduce yourself. It's an opportunity to introduce yourself and your work to the world in your own unique style. The excitement doesn't end there. Post-panel, attendees can network, engage, and interact. It's a platform to showcase and sell your books. To summarize, the Author Spotlight series is more than just an event. It's a celebration, a platform, an opportunity. It's an opportunity that comes with multiple benefits: recognition, networking, and sales. Don't just be an author. Join the Book Profits Club's Author Spotlight series. Showcase your literary genius. The stage is set, the lights are on, all we need is you.
Imagine a world where children navigate social media with ease and understanding. Enter Kaysen LLC, formed in 2017 with the mission to help our young ones safely explore the digital landscape. Focusing on internet safety, Kaysen teaches critical topics such as perseverance, mindset, and the intriguing effects of video games on the brain. But that's not all. It also empowers parents to engage in meaningful conversations about gaming and internet use. Organizations like Camp Extreme have found Kaysen's platform both engaging and relevant. And for those parents whose children face learning and thinking differences, Kaysen offers support through a book and regular newsletter. Hailing from North Wales, Pennsylvania, Kaysen LLC is your guide in the digital age. All right, let's give it up for our incredible sponsors. And yes, we have more. We have more that you guys are going to see throughout the next few days. Side note, let me just remind you guys on Saturday, everybody type Saturday in the chat. I want to make sure that you guys are hearing me loud and clear. Saturday is where we have our workshops. And all I can tell you guys is our workshops are about to be crazy. Tonight, I'm going to be inviting some of our speakers that you guys have heard from already. And they're going to be sharing with you guys, okay, y'all type in Saturday, good. They're going to be sharing with you guys what their workshop is going to be about. Now, this is the dealio. You only are going to be able to see 4 of the workshops. It's a lot of workshops. And so if you want to be able to gain access to all of the workshops, right now, you can actually upgrade to VIP for I'm about to say a nominal fee, but it's just a simple fee of $97. This is going to give you access to all of the workshops and the replays, okay? We are not going to be streaming these workshops on social media, okay? You have to actually log in to get access. And so if you want to get access to all of the replays, it is only $97 up until Saturday. We're going to send you a link later on today so that you can upgrade for the VIP, okay? But keep in mind, on Saturday, if you want the replays, it's going to cost you $297. So for those of you guys who want access to the replays of the workshops on Saturday in advance, it's $97. On Saturday, it's going to go up to $297. You got to be willing to put some skin in the game. Also, another thing I want to shout out. So as y'all see, we talked about speaking in Canada. Hello. I want to shout out to the 4 individuals who already submitted in their details and were approved to be a part of this amazing event in Canada. Hold on. I'm going to show you who they are real quick. Let me just put them up on the screen if that's okay. I'm going to put up on the screen these amazing individuals who actually qualified for this event in Canada. So I'm excited because I was offered, they actually reached out, the conference reached out to me to ask me to be a speaker. And basically, yes, it's an investment opportunity. But when I looked at the list of the speakers and I said, this investment is so inexpensive, like we could go ahead and raise the cap. Don't tell them I said this, but we could raise the capital with a collaboration book, baby. But they actually sought me out. So you actually have to be approved as a speaker. So I promised them, I said, listen, I got an amazing group of people that actually I know would tear your stage up. Okay. I already know. And I just want to know, can I extend this opportunity to my folks? But on top of that, I want to make sure I be coming with demands, baby. I said, number 1, I need us to have our own panel so that we can prepare for it. Right. Number 2, can I host the panel so that I can let y'all know what I'm going to be asking you so you can slay the stage? Number 2, can they get an opportunity to speak on the stage by themselves and do a power talk? You're going to get training on how to do your power talk. So, and then number 3 is am I at number 3 or number 4? Whatever one. The next one, I want to make sure that we go together as a group. I'm going to tell you something. There is a difference when you go to an event by yourself. You're going to learn a lot. But when you go to an event with a group of people, guess what you do? You earn a lot. So let me shout out the 4 individuals. That means we only have 6 more spots left. So if you are like, Taria, I want to get down with the get down, you're going to go to you're going to go to bookprofitsclub.com/WEL conference. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the link so y'all can get it. I'm going to put it in the chat. So for those of you who want to apply, I have a very detailed video where I'm going over a lot of stuff. You fill out the information. Make sure to watch the video. Don't just submit your information. And don't submit your information if you know you're not ready to log it in. Somebody submitted their information. Y'all, there is an investment. Please, listen, if you know you can't do it, you don't need to submit your information, okay? But go ahead and make sure to watch the video in full. You are not paying me at all, just so you know. Once you are approved, if I say, okay, I know this person is official, I know they good, then what's going to happen is you'll be going to their website, not my website. I don't get no money over here. Okay. So I'm just letting you know, I worked it out because I want us to go together. I don't want to and it's my birthday. Hey. So So shout out to my birthday twin, Tiffany Teachy, because Tiffany, I think she's also going to be out there with, Tiffany's going to be out there with, let me show y'all the screen. Lord jeez, let me just share it to y'all. Imagine a world where children navigate social media with ease and... I didn't mean do that. Okay, so we got none other than Daria Rosen, Deshonda Jennings, Lena Payton Webb, and Tiffany Teachy. So they're going to be hanging out with us, guys, at this Canadian trip. If you Sharon Baker Boykin, Dr. Stevie Mills, Dr. Myava. I just wanted y'all to see all the people again. But anyways, y'all, listen. If you ain't never been to Canada like I hadn't, because I ain't never been to Canada, and y'all need to come with me so we can do it together. And it's my birthday, okay? So I'll be turning 43 years old. 43 years old. So who gonna come celebrate with me? 4 + 3 is 7. So that's a good number right there. So hopefully you guys, and if you're not gonna speak and you just want to come to the event, they got tickets for sale as well. When y'all see the lineup of speakers, one of the most diverse stages I've ever spoken on. And so I am so excited. Guys, it's going to be amazing, okay? All right. Well, guess what time it is? It's time for some more speakers. So we got 2 more speakers that we're going to be bringing on, guys. So thank you very much. Happy early birthday. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Okay, so are y'all ready for the next speakers? If you guys are ready for our next speakers, I need you to... By the way, we're going to do some breakout networking, y'all. Do not leave early today. Some of y'all just logged out, didn't go hang out in the networking environment. Get to know some people. People keep telling me, Taria, I need my business to grow. I need to get more connections. I need more clients, referrals, etc. But we don't want to do the networking of it all. And so today, when we are done, even if you only give it about 15, 20 minutes, can I get y'all to just kind of hang out for a little while and go to the lounge and connect with some people? Hello? There's a button that says lounge where you guys can go and hang out, okay? Tiffany, I am so looking forward to Canada. Let me tell you something. This ain't like, wait till you see this. Well, I sent you the link of the speakers. Did you see the speakers, Tiffany? Girl. It's about to be on the popping. Okay, so anyways, let me go ahead and bring up our next 2 speakers, y'all. So let's get into this. Super excited. Here we go. Dr. Myava Clark, with her PhD in professional studies, specializing in higher education and leadership and administration, is more than just a list of impressive qualifications. She is the embodiment of a lifelong dedication to education and advocacy. Her academic journey, coupled with her experience as a mother, gives her a unique perspective on the needs and challenges faced by children with learning disabilities. She's not just teaching from textbooks, she's imparting wisdom from the heart. Her journey in academia is a testament to her commitment to fostering an inclusive educational environment. Dr. Clark's research and work has consistently centered on creating support systems that not only recognize but also celebrate the diversity in learning styles and capabilities. She's an advocate, a leader, and above all, the voice for those who often are left unheard in the traditional educational narrative. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Myava Clark.
Hi, my name is Dr. Myava Clark, and today I will be talking about peace begins with me, choosing positivity when parenting gets tough. Did you know that American mothers are in crisis and they are experiencing feelings of burnout? Well, since the pandemic, mothers of school-age children have reported feeling burnout and stressed. There have been over 1 million mothers who have left the workforce because of the pandemic, and they had to stay at home to take care of their children. And they've also reported that they have not been taking care of their own mental health, which led them to start feeling like a ticking time bomb that is ready to explode at any time. there has been a report by Dr. Paja Agarwal from Healthline, and she describes burnout as the physical and mental emotional exhaustion that parents feel when they deal with chronic stress. Burnout is the result of prolonged stress when they can't meet the demands of their expectations. Today, I am going to show you why self-care is not selfish, and self-care can help save relationships with the people that matter the most to you. Sometimes parents feel guilty for putting their needs in front of their children's needs or their spouse's needs. Yes, I said parents because even though burnout and the reports were done on mothers, we know that fathers experience stress and burnout as well. So parents as a whole can experience signs of frustration and overwhelm and even guilt when they put their needs in front of the needs of others. This topic matters because if you learn to put your needs first, then you can show up as the best version of yourself when it comes to dealing with your family and loved ones. You can put it in the chat if you've ever felt guilty for putting your needs before the needs of your children, your spouse, or it could be anything. If you feel guilty for that, put it in the chat. I would like to see it. I am the mother of 2 young adult children. My son, Chris, is the oldest, and my daughter, Kyra. They are 20 months apart. This can be exhausting for anyone. However, this was extremely difficult for me because I was sick when I was pregnant with my daughter. I had something called preeclampsia, which is pregnancy-induced hypertension. And to potentially save my life, I had an emergency C-section when my daughter was 35 weeks of gestation, which means she came about a month early. They took the baby because my blood pressure was 250 over 130, and I was at risk at that point. So fortunately, everything worked out well. The baby, me, we were both fine, but it was a long journey for me. This was an extremely stressful time. I'm the only woman I know personally that was on bed rest 1 month before and 1 month after the baby was born. And I was sick for 6 months after she was born with my blood pressure. Once I got on my feet, I began to run around with them. It was exhausting. I remember my husband saying he was going out with the friends, and I would say, go ahead, it's okay. I'll stay with the children, no problem. And that worked, and it was fine for a while until it wasn't. One day I looked up and I was sad, and then I was angry when my husband was going out, and I had to look internally to see, why was I angry? Why was I upset when this had been a pattern for a while and it didn't bother me? And I realized it was because I didn't have anything to do. I gave myself up. He didn't take it from me. I gave it up. And when I found out that I was feeling this way, I had to find myself again. And fortunately, I did. However, I found myself in another season when my children were in middle school. My son had learning differences. My daughter had medical challenges, and either one of these can be stressful for a parent, but I had both of them at the same time. And I started dealing, and this was on top of working and all my other responsibilities. And I felt myself feeling stressed and overwhelmed. So again, I had to look internally to see what it was I could do to cope with this, because on most days I was hopeful and positive, and I had to learn how to remain that way even in the midst of stress. So there are 5 things that parents can do to remain calm when parenting gets tough. Number one, be honest with yourself. Be honest with how you feel. Take a deep breath and figure out what's going on right now. And that will help you to navigate things. So let's practice. So what I want you to do is close your eyes, taking a deep breath, let it out, taking another deep breath, but this time I want you to tap into how you feel. What's going on with your body? What are you experiencing right now? How does it feel? If you do this, this will help you consciously think about your feelings. And if you could do this on days when you're feeling fine, it'd be easier for you to tap into your feelings when you are starting to feel stressed. Are you aware that in parenting, you can feel stressed and anxious, which can lead to feeling burnout or overwhelmed? And if you are a parent that is feeling stressed or anxious, then you're not alone. Many parents feel this way and they may feel it challenging to find a work-life balance. So focusing on to-do lists or the work demands and finances can lead to feeling stressed. And stress is what you experience in the moment, and it's like a threat of what's going on right now. So you may not be able to control stress, but you can control how you approach stress and anxiety and the way you cope with your feelings. So the second thing I'm going to talk about is identifying with what stress looks like for you. Now, as humans, we either respond to stress by fighting or by fleeing. So you might have heard the fight or flight response. So when you have stress is affected by a stressor in the moment, and it might be like a tight work deadline or an argument with a family member. That can be an external stressor, which can lead to a negative response. But we also have good stress that could be like planning a fun trip for work. A fun family trip could be considered a good stress. So all stress is not bad. Anxiety, on the other hand, is a response to stress. Anxiety is the persistent, excessive worries that don't go away when the stressor is removed. So a parent's mental and physical health can be affected by stress and anxiety, but not only can it affect the parent, but it can also have an effect on the child. So your children and the people around you can be impacted by how you deal with stress. So symptoms for stress looks different for everyone. And to figure out what you're feeling and when you're feeling stressed, I encourage you to ask yourself these questions. How am I feeling? What does my body feel? And what is the biggest difference between today compared to other days? Number 3, the concept that less is more. Sometimes when you're feeling stressed, you may want to or need to take